going? Hey, welcome everybody. Hold on here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, you guys, and we're just going to get rocking and rolling here. All right, so today, you guys, we are literally breaking down for you the 5 steps to the Legacy Builder Blueprint that will create 6 figures online by following these 5 steps. So this is for you if you are done with that generational struggle and you want to create generational wealth. This is for you if you would love to have your own online business, but you just don't know where to start. Or this is for you if you want more time to do the things that you love and you really are ready to take control back of your life. So how would it feel? And I want you guys to put this in the comments. How would it feel if you could get out of debt and have more time and even make passive daily pay? Put that in the comments how it would feel. But also, what if you could learn this year how to have a reoccurring income stream? Can you imagine walking into December and you make more money with a recurring income stream than you even have bills? So this is what you're going to learn today, okay? So look at this. Her first $900 customer, 3 days after launching her business, she had her first $900 sale. Congratulations. And look at this. My first 900. I'm so excited. Oh, she didn't put the date when she got started, but anyway, she got her first customer as well. And then look at this, Matthew, you guys, since April 1st, Matthew's made $38,400 by following these 5 steps that you're going to be learning about. So let me kind of share with you a little bit about me. Back in 2022, you guys, I was struggling. I was disappointed in myself. I'm a mom of 6 kids. I only have 2 left at home and I'm a grandma of 5. And I thought I would be further along by now. And I looked at my life and I was like, how did I get here? And so I was excited when I discovered these 5 steps because I went from making 0 online and trading time for dollars, working really, really, really hard to make it work. And I was failing miserably to following a 2-hour income earning activity day. And I made my first million, you guys, in 17 months by following this process. And you can see yesterday I had a $6,100 day. And look, I'm 569,000 since January 1st. I'm only telling you guys that because when I discovered this process in September of 2022, my goal was to make 54,000 a year working 2 hours a day. So what did I do? Followed the 5-step framework. I mastered the 2-hour workday and I've just stayed consistent. There is nothing that I've done that you guys can't do. And fast forward to today, we are now traveling and doing the things that we love. We actually leave on Tuesday for a 2-week dream vacation in Hawaii. We come back from that and 10 days later we leave again. And this time I'm going to take some of my little peanuts, some of my grandchildren with me, and we're going on another trip as well. Because that's one of the most important things to me is to just make more memories with my family. So what I want you guys to do is in the comments, let me know what is the most important thing to you that you would love to achieve if money was no longer an object. Can you let me know? I would absolutely love to know in the chat what that is for you. Hello, everyone. Freedom. Yes, I love that. Yes, time freedom. It's the Lynn, she got a ding while at the movies with her mother. How fun is that? You're at the movies, enjoying the things that you love, and you get a customer. And Ashley, she got another $900. What a great way to end the day, she says. And look at Jen, you guys, a $900 ding 3 days in a row. So look at this. She's made over 6,000 in 11 days. Feeling so much gratitude right now. How awesome is that? You guys, that, my friends, is passive income. Passive income is an income that requires little to no labor to produce and to maintain. And that's what we're going to talk about in these 5 steps. These are the 5-step Legacy Builder Blueprint steps that we take that has turned into 6 figures online. So step 1, you guys got to promote a product or program or service that is in high demand. I can give these 5 steps to you, but if you're promoting a cassette tape, it's not going to work, right? So it's got to be something in very high demand. And the world is going digital. There's no question at all if the world is going digital, right? Matter of fact, the digital goods, the economy is a gigantic $950 billion market, you guys. So let me explain to you a little bit about the e-learning industry. It did $950 million in 2019, and it averages today $1.2 billion a day in 2024. It's projected to be a $3 billion a day industry by 2027. So yes, there is a lot of money to be made in this industry. Why not you, right? So let's talk about the e-learning industry and why promote digital programs. Okay, first of all, you guys, you make 100% profit. Stop settling for a 25% commission or even a 50%. Why not you make 100% profit? Let me just give you an example. When I seen this, you guys, this shocked me, and I wish somebody would have shoved this in my face years ago. So 100% profit, okay, our average selling product is $900. So if you make 100% profit, you're putting $900 in your pocket. If you're only making 25% profit, maybe you're an affiliate marketer or you're a network marketer and you're averaging 25%. And if your number one selling product is 900, you guys, that's only $225. Look at the difference. Because maybe you want to sell a product you're passionate about. Oh, Michelle, I'm so passionate about this lip gloss. And you want to sell a lip gloss that's $9. Think about that. If you are only making 25% profit, you would have to get 4 customers to equal 900 or 100 lip glosses. What makes more sense to you? 1 customer to make 900 or 4 customers to make 900 or 100 customers? This is why so many people couldn't wrap their head around the amount of money we can make because they were thinking in small numbers. So I want you guys to screenshot this because I really want you to wrap your head around this 5-step strategy framework I'm sharing with you is helping you make 100% profit off of products you didn't even have to create. That is so awesome. That's the way the world works in today's digital world. And guess what? You're paid directly into your bank account. You don't have to wait for no company to pay you. And it's called learn and earn at the same time. When you get involved with such a program and process like this, you can learn and earn. It's the best way to make money in today's world. And you get to sell something that actually helps other people. And people want to feel part of something in today's world. Okay, you think about that. Like people are like, yes, I got to be part of something. I don't want to just keep on floundering around. I want to feel special. I want to feel heard. I want to feel validated. And when you're part of programs, that's exactly what will happen. So what's next? Well, ready to stop trading time for dollars? That's my question for you. Are you, if you think about it, if you have a job, you got to work 8 hours to get paid for 8 hours. So you're trading time for dollars because the only way you would get paid for another 8 hours again is if you work another 8 hours, right? So you're ready to stop that. And that is by automating your business. So let me give you an example. This is an automated business. We have pages like this out there in the digital world working for us 24/7. So what happens, you guys, when somebody puts their email in, they're immediately taken to this video page. Okay, and at any time they can go down here and buy. And then they're immediately taken to this page. On average, 1 out of 20 people that go to these pages buy. So with that being said, if 1 out of 20 are buying and your number one selling product is $900, you guys, that's making you $328,500 a year through an automated business. That is $328,000 a year without you having to get on the phone with anybody, without you having to follow up with anybody, without you having to DM anybody. I love that. This is called time freedom because when we're doing the things that we love, the automated system is out there working for us. So now that your business is on autopilot, what would be next? Well, you got to get that discovered, right? Just because you have a business on autopilot doesn't mean it's going to be out there working for you until you get your business discovered. Now, I do got to add something. When you see that automations, if you're not tech savvy, that's okay. You don't have to be. Not in this 5-step process. We actually give you a pre-built system ready to go. You just got to plug and play, and so you can get paid, right? And so now let's get your business discovered. How do you think in today's world would be the quickest way? And I want you guys to put this in the comments. How do you think in today's world would be the quickest way to get your business discovered? Can anybody put that in the chat? I'm curious because I'm going to give you 2 very powerful methods. Yeah, online. Social media, exactly. Okay, we all can agree on that. Matter of fact, let me ask you guys a question. How did you hear about this today? Did you hear about this on social media? Did you hear about it through an email list? How did you hear about this today? I'm curious. My friend, Facebook, social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, social media. Yes. Online community. Yes. There you guys go. You see the power of social media. So, one of the ways that I absolutely love as well is just a minute. I got to do something real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I can't. Anyway, somebody is doodling and I was going to try to, okay, I think I stopped it. Okay. You guys, this is an introvert's dream come true right here, what you're looking at. Do you guys realize there's a method out there where people can discover you on websites for free? There's actually over 200 classified ads websites where you can actually post ads for free for your business. See, now I'm an introvert. So when I heard this, I was like, let's go. Because I'm an introvert. It's an introvert's dream come true. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I didn't have to do any videos. So I would spend 30 minutes a day posting free ads. Okay. And then we also have, you can build an invisible empire, which is a complete faceless marketing strategy plan that you can do. So you don't even have to talk on videos if you don't want to. You guys, there's 5 billion people on social media. You can attract people to you by using social media. So that means you don't got to bother friends and family to make an income. So once you understand the discovery method, step 4 is, well, there's 5 billion people on social media. How do you stop the scroll? How do you get them to want to learn from you? Well, the first thing you need to do is you got to know who your perfect customer is. This is so important, you guys. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. I want you to think of you. I'm going to kind of give you guys a challenge real quick here. I want you to think about you real quick. You get on social media. What stops your scroll? So later on today, when you're hanging out on social media, become aware of what stops your scroll. Is it because it looked familiar? Does it look like it was going to educate you? There was a good hook on it that stopped your scroll. What was it for you? Because see, that's the moment you learn to do that is the moment your income will grow. And so how to stop the scroll, know who your perfect customer is, and you stop the scroll hooks and do what's called a CTA. Matter of fact, put that in the comments because I don't want you to forget this. CTA, it's called a call to action that will drive your potential perfect customers back to your automated system. So imagine you're just posting a few pieces of content a day and that's it. Then you get to go spend the rest of the day with your family. But your CTA and your automated system, your business on autopilot, does the rest of the work for you. You guys, it just made sense to me. So let's kind of recap. Okay. So step 1, you're going to promote a product or a program and make 100% profit. Matter of fact, I would recommend screenshotting this page, by the way. Step 2, you're going to automate your business so it's out there working for you 24/7. Step 3, you're going to get your business discovered so you do not have to be the one finding customers. No more trading time for dollars. We live in a digital world today. Let's take advantage of what's available. And step 4, you're going to stand out by relating with your content, which sends people back to your automated system. So what could be next? What could be step 5? New customer. That's it. That's the steps. You follow these steps over and over again. And that is all we've done. That is what we've done to be able to learn the skills to make daily pay. So you might be thinking right now, man, this sounds so good, but I don't know anything about promoting products or programs or sales funnel or social media marketing or stop the scroll content. So how do I know who my perfect customer is? How do I get to know all of this? You guys, that's why you need to be part of a community, right? But before we go into about the community, I want you to hear from some people inside the community and how they've implemented these 5 steps and literally what it's done for them. So we are actually going to start with Chriselle. No, let's do Cecilia first. Is that okay? Cecilia, I want to start with you first because I love your story. And then Chriselle, we're going to have you go next, my friend. So Cecilia, I'll let you take it away.
Perfect. Good evening, all the way from South Africa, Jeffreys Bay being the dream I've always had for my life. So I'm Cecilia Jacobs, And I'm one of those mummies that was always desperately looking for a way to spend every second I had with my daughter. So I've got one child and two boys up in heaven. And I'm also a cancer survivor. So when my daughter was born, the thing that was most important for me was time. I tried anything and everything to be around her all the time. So I first started off having my own daycare center and paid about 250,000 Rand in order to study for that, right? I used that for 10 years, and then my daughter was over the age where I got to spend my time with her, and I decided, okay, next venture, nail salon. Biggest mistake I ever did. Not picking on anybody, but that's where I worked the hardest and had the least time with her, but also where I started drowning in debt. So I came across a mum of 6 on TikTok, and she told me how she works 2 hours a day. And I thought, like, wow, wouldn't that be amazing if I could work 2 hours a day and just get my time back to spend it with my daughter, to like really be involved in her life. So when I got started, my biggest aim was to make $550. That's all I needed in South Africa in order to make a real big difference in my life, right? So I plugged into this community and I started learning the skills to work 2 hours online. And literally 6 weeks that it took me before I woke up to the, Celia, you bought a program to learn from and you need to plug in and learn from it, right? So I got into the perfect customer training and it completely flipped my life around. So within 4 weeks after that, I hit my first 6 figures as a South African in our currency. 7 months later, I hit my first million as a South African in our currency, all because of the training that I took actively part of inside this community, mastering the 2-hour workflow and really knowing how to attract people to me, asking me for information on what I had to offer instead of me being in a DM on a phone or anything like I used to do with the MLM world, right? And the most amazing thing about this is honestly the change that it has brought to my life. I really now have time to spend with my daughter. I really have like, you know, the money that is coming in is a great bonus. But let me tell you, the people that I've been able to help so far, the mums that has gotten their time back, the South African millionaires, which is busy rising from this, is amazing. I think we're 4 already, and we've got another 2 that's going to hit it in this month. They're like, I'm this close. But I never expected this, my friend. I never expected this. I can tell you, inside this program, you will get everything you need as a complete beginner to flip your life around. Because for me, I just wanted to make $550 extra a month, right? That's all I could see for myself. But I've been literally hitting it 10K, 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 10K. So you need to listen up to Michelle, because what she's sharing here is gold, and you don't need to have any experience. I mean, when I got started, I didn't know alt from enter. I needed to ask my teenager, hey, how do I get my first video on TikTok? I knew how to consume. I didn't know how to create. So that's me. Thank you for letting me share. It's such an honor. And I hope that you get hope from this, and knowing that if time is what you are looking for, my friend, having that extra 22 hours a day to spend with your family is just, it's everything. It's absolutely everything.
Yeah, and that's priceless, right? That's what's priceless.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, Chriselle, I would love for you to come on here and share. You guys, she's your hope dealer today. When you hear her story, you're going to have so much hope of, no matter the adversity, no matter your current circumstances, this can change your life. So.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Hi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, so for anyone that don't know me, my name is Christelle and I am from South Africa, and I am so grateful to be here. So I started my journey literally 6 months ago, quite similar to what Cecilia also said, wanting 20,000 Rand a month, because I just lost both my jobs. Wanting 20,000 Rand a month, which is roughly about, oh, what is that? $1,000 that I wanted a month extra. I'm literally at the point where it's like, for May, I've made $16,000 for the month so far. So as a South African, that is absolutely fantastic. So I'd gone from losing 2 jobs at the end of August last year to where I literally couldn't even afford groceries because I had nothing to fall back on. At the age of 46, I had lost everything, everything. Like I said, for 2 months, I couldn't afford groceries. And then I had my beautiful mother that supported me, and she helped me purchase my program. Now, I come from quite a very successful background where I've had a real estate agency that cost me a lot of money to start. It also cost me quite a lot of money to start my 2 other businesses that I've had. Whereas in comparison to this, it was a small, affordable amount, which I have made back 80 times. 80 times. I actually have a gentleman this morning that sent me a message, and he said to me, "You are the reason my family's life will be changed." And I got goosebumps. And then I realized that is why I'm doing this, because there's so many people whose lives get changed by Michelle's training. There's literally not a day that go by that I don't learn something new, because it's forever evolving, it's forever changing. There's always something new. This is changing thousands of people's lives. Like I went from a complete and utter newbie with digital marketing. I knew nothing about digital marketing. I had no social media following. I had absolutely nothing, but I was coachable. I was willing to learn, and I was never, ever going back to not giving my children food, to not being able to. I was at a point where I was either putting in fuel or buying groceries. I couldn't do both. And now to give my family what they need. My son could go study. My little girl, I can give her what she needs. It's a little surprise here and a little gift there. I'm taking my family on holiday in August for the first time in 12 years. And it's only because of digital marketing. This is what this has done for my life. And especially as a South African earning in dollars, 100% profit, it is. I have never come across anything so beautiful and pure and ethical in my life. And I'm so grateful that I was blessed with this beautiful opportunity. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. And I love your story because, no matter what you're going on in your life, if you're coachable and consistent, this is possible for you. So thanks for so much for giving so many people hope today. I love it. So you guys, let's go on into what they're doing, right? How are they making this money with these 5 steps? What exactly is it? Well, what you're looking at on the screen right here is the 4 different digital programs that they're promoting. Okay, they're promoting these programs. They're done for them products, so they didn't have to go create a product. They didn't have to worry about the marketing. They didn't have to worry about the testing. All they had to do was just get the message out there. And this is what it looks like. This is a the Digital Growth Community Legacy Builder program that people get to be part of. Inside of that is the ultimate discovery system. You guys are going to learn how to build your brand, even a faceless brand if you want. You're going to learn that proven copy and paste free ads method. You're going to learn social media. You are going to learn how to do the attraction marketing, because there's 5 billion people on social media. How can you stand out and attract customers to you? You are going to learn that. You're also going to learn how to build that invisible empire. Inside of this strategy in here, it literally breaks you down monthly and quarterly and weekly of what to do to make 100K your first year on building a faceless brand with proven documentation and also not 100, but a year's worth of content for you to create. That you get that as well. This is what the community looks like. You guys, we have 17,700 people. Here's something we do that really stands out. You see right here where it says 90-day legacy run. You get a daily video every day with an action step to help you. And our goal is to show you step by step how to make 30K in 90 days. So let me ask you this question. It's May. What would you do if by the end of July, you had an additional $30,000 in your bank account because you decided to learn this blueprint and implement these strategies? Can you put in the comment what that would do for you? I would say summer, but for some countries, it's not summer. Linda would quit her job. I love that, Linda. That's freedom, my friend. Travel, yes. Eliminate debt. Ooh, good. That would be amazing. Pay off bills. Yes. You guys, anybody can learn this, right? Anybody can learn this, but this is some of the things that you get inside the program. Now, here's a few people that have actually, build my dream home. I like that one. Like Richard went through it, you guys, 2 breakout rooms. He discovered his perfect customer, right? They said this was some of the best training they've ever attended. They discovered who their perfect customer is. Amazing breakout rooms, because we put you in breakout rooms to help you, right? Be able to, look, I love the breakout rooms, how the folks interact. We're very genuine. You guys, this is what you get to be part of. So let me ask you a question. Do you think you could make money promoting a program that delivered these types of results? Put a yes or no in the comments. Do you think you could make money promoting something that had these types of results? Yes, exactly. Look at all the yeses. Yes. I say yes or yes, right? So I want to introduce you guys to the Legacy Builder program. In 47 days, our community generated 5.1 million in revenue through the Legacy Builder program. You guys, in 47 days. And you know what that means? That is 100% profit into the community's bank accounts, not into a company, but into the individual business owner's bank account. 5.1 million in 47 days. And that is in US dollars, by the way, which is a lot more in Rand money, right? And so in 47 days. So absolutely. Look at this. Victoria, you guys, in 9.5 months, she's done $300,000 in 9.5 months. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have her come on and share her story with you and how the heck she's been able to do that. So Victoria, I'll let you take it away.
Hello. Sorry, I'm like running over to sit down. Hey, you guys, I am so excited. I always get really hyped up to share with you guys what this has done for me just in the last 9.5 months. So if you are currently living paycheck to paycheck anywhere in the world, say me in the comments, because I know at least in America, that is 61% of us here. And I know that it's very, very similar worldwide. So I'm a busy boy mama. I have 3 little boys. 2 of them are special needs. My husband is active duty Army. And I was that person that was constantly looking for a way to work from home. If you are on this call, you probably fit the bill that you've been trying to find a way to work from home, right? Maybe it's to be home with your kiddos. That's what it was for me. As soon as I started having kids, I wanted to find a way to do that. And so I fell into the whole MLM thing. You guys, this is not an MLM. But if you have ever done that and you have been burnt out or overtired and feeling like that grind of doing the recruiting, the parties, the salesy posts, all of those things, that was me. And so like how Michelle said, you have to sell a certain amount of lip glosses to, even come close to 900. I had to sell 128 mascaras. That means I had to find 128 customers to make $900. So when I was doing my MLM, and I was glued to my phone, mind you, doing this for the sake of time freedom, right? To stay home with my kids. I did not have that freedom because my face was glued to my phone. So all of this led me to leaving MLM because I was so burnt out. And I said, you know what? I'm still going to find a way to stay home and I'm going to start my own online business. So what did I do? I started my own online boutique. Because I'm like, this is going to be mine. I'm going to make 100% profit. But tell me in the comments if you have ever started a business, any business, because if so, you know the amount of debt that it goes to do something like that, right? So I went 30 grand into debt for my boutique. And in 2022, I made a whopping $16,000 with my boutique. I was 30 grand in debt, made $16,000 US dollars. Okay. And I still had to hold inventory, find customers, ship the orders. Like I still was spinning my wheels to try to make an income. Well, what happened for us was in July of last year, I went 6 weeks of nothing in my boutique. I went 6 weeks of no sales. And at that point, I had been averaging $1,200 a month. Okay. And mind you, we were living paycheck to paycheck off of my husband's paycheck. And you guys know when it rains, it pours. We needed a new transmission for my car, needed 6 rental cars while my car was in the shop for 6 weeks. Okay. needed new tires, like all the things, and we couldn't afford it. And at this point, I had been seeing my friend talking about how she made 40 grand in 2 months doing digital marketing. I was the biggest skeptic in the book because I wanted to be so far away from any kind of content creation or any kind of social media thing at all. I wanted nothing to do with it. And I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself and say, okay, Victoria, if you knew that you could do a 2-hour workday that would lead you to 900 a day, would you do it? And we were in a position where I'm like, I have to try this, right? I went into this with a baby goal of just making 1,200 a month so that I was breaking even with my online boutique. And in my first month, I made $29,000. I want you to hear these numbers coming from somebody who knows what it is like to be in that broke position, who knows what it is like to live paycheck to paycheck. Okay. I know what it's like to work 3 jobs and be overworked and overtired and underpaid. I know what it's like to not even afford heat in my house. And I'm such a firm believer. It is not a decision to be broke, but it is a decision to stay there. And you literally have a gold mine opportunity at your fingertips right now. In 5 months and 8 days, I hit my first 6 figures just by following the 2-hour workday. And now I am, what is today? Today's not the 19th, is it? I don't know. I'm losing track. So I'm still not even at 10 months. On the 19th, it'll be 10 months. And I am at $309,000 in 10 months, less than 10 months doing this. And it has completely changed my family's life. We are about to pay cash for a house, a new build house in a private gated golf community, which we're like really excited about. And it's changed everything. We're about to take our kids on a family vacation, and it's setting us up for success, leaving the legacy that we never would have been able to do if it wasn't for this. So if you are someone that is skeptical, if you are someone that is sitting there saying it sounds too good to be true, I want you to understand you are not alone. That's almost everybody that has been here. And I'm telling you, it freaking worked. And I will be a millionaire by the end of 2024. I'm saying it right now. And it is because I said yes to an opportunity that has completely changed my life. So yeah.
I love that. And yes, you will. Hands down, you will be a self-made millionaire mama for your family. And I love that so much. Love that so much. Thank you for sharing. So cool. So you guys, this is what we're talking about. You heard her story. She was struggling, trying to get a boutique going, and then she just made a decision to have more for her family. So many of you right now are probably going, man, this sounds really good. I'm inspired, but how long will this take? So what I want to do real quick is I want to break down that 2-hour income earning strategy plan with you right now. Okay. So let's break it down. So you start your 2-hour workday, right? Like this, copy and paste free ads to high traffic websites for free, just 30 minutes a day doing that. 3 pieces of content, just 1 hour a day doing this. And then you're going to learn and responding to comments and emails 30 minutes a day. That is your income generating activities. Now, what else I would do is if you really want to learn, I would spend another 30 minutes to an hour learning, going through the program. But these right here is your income earning activities. This is the most important thing you can do. This is what we all did. This was my exact schedule that took me to 6 figures in 6 months. So what I want to do now is I want to completely flip gears and have you guys talk to Amy, which is a single mom that was working 2 jobs when she discovered this. Okay. So she had no time, but she's going to share with you how the 2-hour workday really helped her. So Amy, I'll let you take it away.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Welcome, you guys. And I just want to really kind of give you a hand here and say, I'm glad this is your first step, right? To just getting more. Know that you don't have to have it all figured out. The only thing that you need is the want for your situation to change. And for me, my situation had to change. or I was going to continue struggling. I was going to continue working 2 jobs, 18 hours a day. And I almost threw my hands up, I'll be honest with you, and said, this is just my life and I'll never be able to build my own dreams. And I kicked myself in the butt is what I did. And I said, no, I'm not going to go down like that. I'm losing my relationship with my kids because I'm at work all the time. But here's the deal. My daughter said, Mom, I want to put you on TikTok. And I said, no. You guys, I was not on social media. I knew nothing about any of this. I was in the trucking industry. I waitressed part-time. I didn't have a clue what digital marketing was. I didn't know any of it. But my daughter puts me on here and I run across Michelle. I was a single mom. I was divorced. I was struggling and I resonated with her because she was me. We had been down the same path and we were just sick and tired of struggling. And we took this opportunity not only for us, but for our kids, for our family. We wanted something better and something different. So I made it my mission to really get into this community and learn how to promote the 4 digital products. Because I didn't know anything about the online world and I definitely didn't have sales experience. So I needed to learn everything from the ground up. Again, I'm working 2 jobs, 18 hours a day. I got to figure this out. But when she said it's a 2-hour workday, I says, hey, I can fit this in. How am I going to do it? So as I was getting ready for work at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, I was in the community and I was listening to the training. I was doing the things throughout my day, 15 minutes here, 30 minutes here. I would create pieces of content and then I would spend my lunch hour doing whatever I needed to do. I continued on that path. And in 10 weeks, I was able not only to quit my part-time job, but my full-time salary position in 10 weeks. Because of the mentorship that I got daily, I was able not only to learn, but start to earn very quickly. And remember, I had no knowledge of any of it. The want and the will to change my life was so much more. By 9 months, you've seen, I hit 6 figures. And I've never made that kind of money. It was so hard being broke that I just got comfortable with being comfortable and just kept doing the same thing over and over again and checking the bank account 3 times a day and taking calculators to the store. And you get comfortable with where you're at because you don't want to cause any friction. But what if that uncomfortable choice that you make changes your life? And that's what happened for me. I now work from home 3 hours, 2-3 hours a day, tops, for this business. I'm getting my time back with my kids. I'm building new relationships with them that I couldn't offer before. I'm taking them on trips. I'm doing all the things that I always dreamed of, but could never do before. I chose to take that uncomfortable action 1 year ago. I have doubled that 6 figures. It is mind-boggling. I pinch myself and I am so grateful every single day. And I'm just getting started, just getting started. So please, my friend, if you have hopes and dreams, don't give up on yourself. Please don't. Do whatever it takes and go hard for you and for them.
Yes. Love it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Yes. You guys, I'm reading through some of the comments while she's talking, and You guys, these testimonials are so important for you guys to really wrap your head around. Like you just heard Amy's story. She was working 2 jobs, right? And she was able to break free from jobs. She was able to stop trading time for dollars. She just followed this process, right? And then you hear Victoria, how Victoria was a stay-at-home mom, and she was able to stop doing a boutique and stop spending all of her time on DMs on a phone and just follow this process, right? And you heard Cecilia be able to take this. I mean, this is what you need to understand, because if we're not just giving you like these 5 steps and saying good luck, we are giving you the complete blueprint and showing you stories of all different types of people that can do this. So one of the questions I saw in the community was, do guys do this? Do you guys have success with this? So what I want to do is I want to see if I haven't even asked him this. I always just assume. Sorry, Daryl, but are you available to share? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Man, I get fired up every time I hear everybody's testimonials, man. It's just, I can see why people they have a hard time believing, but guys, I'm telling you, it's just, sometimes it is just what it is, as my son would say. But guys, so a little bit about me. I'm Daryl Hanna. Guys, I worked in what Tim calls it, corporate America. I did it, guys, for like 14 years at a job. One job, 3-time employee of the month. Basically was a guy that basically just, it would have never crossed my mind that I wasn't going to retire at that place. Spent 14 years there, came in on a regular Tuesday, going at 6 to 6:30, 6-7 days a week, 12 hours a day, living paycheck to paycheck. As about almost 70% of the country is behind on all my bills, relationship problem because I wasn't spending enough time with my family, basically giving the job everything. And guys, I come in on a Tuesday at 6 a.m. in the morning. 2 hours after I've been there, they called me to the office. It was me and 7 other people, my whole department. And they, I got in there and they were like, you know, you can tell them when something's going on and everybody's looking serious. And they were just like, you know, we got some changes going on. And so make a long story short, guys, they told me that my department of 7, I was a top lead in that, the head welder in that department. And they told me that our department was going away. Now, you would think, if you've been at a job for 14 years, you rarely missed, 3-time employee of the month, where I get to park up front. I don't know if anybody's ever been that, but you know, that's like a privilege, I guess, so to speak. And I'm talking about just giving a job everything, blood, sweat, and tears. And when they told me that unfortunately they wasn't going to be able to move me, or, you know, allow me to take someone other's place who was there for like 3 months or 3 years or 2 years. So basically, I gave a job 14 years of blood, sweat, and tears, working every weekend, jeopardizing my family, still broke. I mean, the whole works, for them to tell me they're just going to have to let us go. So me and 7 people got let go, guys. It was an eye opener for me as I went through those gates. I sat in my car, I cried, and I'm not a guy who really cries, at least not back then. But I guess the hard thing for me was the fact that I saw everything that I had did for a job. I saw where I had allowed myself a job to control not only how much money I make, but the fact that they just came in and snapped their fingers and took my only source of income, how I was able to provide for my family. They just took it away. They didn't say, hey, Daryl, we're going to give you 2 weeks to look for another job, like they want us to give them 2 weeks if we go look for a job. I know somebody can relate to that. And so I told myself, I said, never again was I going to allow myself to put myself in this position. And so I went into the online space. I knew they were making money. I just didn't know anything about it, right? So I went into an online space like a lot of us guys. We just have a natural mentality of thinking everything is a scam. There's got to be a catch. Went into the online space. Make a long story short, guys, I discovered digital marketing. And then on January the 13th of this year, someone introduced me to this community. I seen someone made a post on Facebook talking about the community. I reached out to them, and guys, so I joined through them on January the 15th. So 2 days after I got started. And guys, I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's crazy when I look at it. It's Friday at what? It's Friday at 12:50 p.m. Central Standard Time in Tennessee. Guys, I would typically be getting ready in 10 more minutes to come off of my lunch break to put in 6.5 more hours in a 100-degree heat factory with steel toe boots, getting ready to work Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, just the whole cycle over and over, guys. And now here I am, guys, where I'm basically my own boss. I don't even have shoes on. I haven't brushed my hair. I'm just at home doing the things that I love because of this program. And what I love, one of the first things that I love, guys, was when I started, I got access to the community, and I realized right out the gate the passion, the support of the community, people that everybody just supports everybody, which is definitely something I didn't when I first started in the online space doing affiliate marketing, network marketing. They didn't do through the Facebook groups, because there's so much jealousy that's going on, and everybody support everybody. But the training, I got started, and I just dove right in, guys, because everything was so strategically and structured and put together. And I kept hearing this about this 2-hour workday. So I got plugged in. So my first, I joined on January the 15th to January the 31st. I made $5,000. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't work. I was making $22 an hour, working 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week. If I would have did that for the whole month, I still wasn't going to take home $5,000. So I had made $5,000 still learning the 2-hour workday and the training that's implemented that I'm being taught inside here. So I told myself, I said, okay. So I went from 5,000 to my next month of 8,000. And again, just skills that I'm starting to implement. The 2-hour workday, just watching other people inside the community, popping up on the webinars, just completely getting locked in. And March, guys, was like a breakout month. It was a breakout month for me. I really went in and I told myself, I said, my goal is to make 10,000. I said, but I'm shooting for 20. Guys, the month of March, I made $38,000, $38,800 in the month of March. I'm talking about like my first 11 days was I made $10,000, and I was just like blown away. Followed up by April, which was last month, of $36,100. As of to date, right now, guys, yesterday I had a $2,100 day while we've been under tornado storms in Tennessee. So at home, made $2,100. And so far in 17 days, and the day if it isn't even over, I've made $28,800 of my goal of $33,300. Because after the 90-day, we're on this 90-day thing that Michelle was like, hey, I think it's like the 90-day sprint or something, where she's teaching people how to make $10,000 $30,000 in 90 days. And I said, man, I want to make $100,000 in that 90-day period. And so far I have been on track from April. I made 38,000 to May. I'm going to make well over 33,000. And then of course, June, guys. And I'm going to tell you this right now, man. Like, I mean, again, guys, this is just the best business out there. The fact that we get to just wake up with 2 hours a day to learn a skill on a platform for free that we're on, already creating content, already posting. We're spending 8 to 15 hours a day on, and we're not making any money. And it's a free platform, and you can learn a skill on that free platform that can allow you to make daily pay. $900 a day, $600, whatever you choose, guys, all from the training, the skills that you're going to learn. And then, of course, guys, you can follow other people inside the community who are even doing better, continuing to learn. That's what I've been doing. I've just been following people like Tim. I've been following people like Michelle, Victoria, Amy, all of these people. I've been following them since I joined. And guys, this has been mastering the 2-hour workday, following them, implementing this training, guys, and committing. I'm talking about literally committing, being coachable, guys, showing up every day, learning what Michelle has put together. Guys, that has been the game changer. And I'm going to say this, and before I get off, it's crazy because I live in Tennessee, where the average annual median annual salary is $58,000 a year for the whole state. Guys, I'm willing to bet you I'm like in the top 1% already. I bet I've made more money, and I work from home, than 98% of the people in this whole state of Tennessee. And I don't have to punch a clock, all because of the skills that I have acquired in a digital era in an industry that makes over $1.2 billion a day, right? And so I'm gonna leave you guys with this, because whoever invited you here, obviously, guys, again, I'm just a regular old country boy, and we put our pants leg on one leg at a time, and the fact that we're able to wake up and be able to create content. My day is typically over by 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm out just doing whatever I want. But I'm gonna leave you guys with this. A mentor told me this, guys, in 2018. He said, Daryl, he said, you have to stop being poor. And I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about the situation I was in, because I was still living paycheck to paycheck. Even though I was into the online space, I was still working a job and trying to find my way. And he said, you have to stop passing over opportunities repeatedly, guys. That's what he told me. He said, you're passing over all these opportunities. And that's what I was doing. I kept seeing people, regular people I knew, and some of them I even ate with, but people I just knew, I feel like I've known them forever. They were making money, traveling, becoming debt free, doing all the things that I was still struggling with. And it was that piece of advice, guys, that really just, as I kept that, has allowed me to know a good program and a good opportunity, because opportunities don't come often. It has allowed me to have someone introduce me to something. I got started. I invested in myself to learn a skill on a platform that I was already spending 10 to 12 hours on for free and not making any money. And now, guys, I make daily pay every single day. I don't even remember the last time I haven't got paid. Every day, all because of skills, training that I have acquired inside this blueprint, guys. So I just want to say, guys, look here, don't be poor. Like, if you're here, this program right here can really put you somewhere in the next 30 to 90 days, let alone the end of the year, right? $115,000, guys, that I have made in just barely over 4 months since I joined. I can't, I don't know about you guys, but I can't even, like, I'm still trying to gather that, right? The fact of what I'm able to do is just 2 hours a day. So again, guys, you're here for a reason. I would highly recommend, if you're going to be on social media, you might as well get paid for it. Why not learn a skill that can pay you every single day while you're on social media, so that you can spend more time with your family, become debt free, just whatever you want to do, guys. This program can do it for you. So thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you guys. Want to congratulate everybody else on their success, man. It's contagious, guys. It's contagious. And I'm with Victoria. I'm going to be one of them 7-figure earners. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I'm working like I want it to be this year, but I will be definitely very confident in that.
Love that. Yeah, you definitely will be, my friend. So you guys, I just have to say, the reason why I love this business so much is I'm looking at Christelle and I see her child and I'm like, this is why I do this. It's the fact that we can build an income 100% with our family at our side. And I'm like, my heart's like melting and I'm like, oh, so cute. And that's why I love what we do, is the fact, hi, oh, look, that we get to do this, you guys. That's exactly right here. It's not about the money. It's the money is just the byproduct to give us the freedom. So while Daryl was talking, I was looking at your guys' comments. So we're going to recap, okay? Because I did cover what products we do sell. I did cover that in step 2, right? So maybe many of you jumped on late. So let's talk about how you get started. What we promote. What if I have my own product? Will this work? I paid attention to all of your questions, you guys. So I'm going to recap on this real quick, okay? And we're going to talk about this. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to open up for questions. But unfortunately, we live in a world where I have to do an earnings disclaimer because, some people are lazy and unethical. And if they buy something and don't have success immediately, they think it's a scam. So I have to let you know that these results aren't typical. And we make no guarantees of the level of success that you have. I look at it as a gym membership, right? If you go to the gym and do not get the results, you can't say gyms don't work, right? You got to say you didn't do the work. That's how I look at this program, but I recommend you screenshotting this because unfortunately we live in a world that we have to say this, but there you go. All right, so let's go. Let's get started here. So when you get started with the Legacy Builder program, you are immediately given 4 income streams, right? And so here's the 4 products that you get to promote. We have a Launchpad product. It's right here. And it is $100. We have the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint product. It's $300. We have the Digital Mastery product, which is $600. And we got the Legacy Builder product. This is $900. You guys literally, the moment you purchase the Legacy Builder program, you immediately get 4 income streams. 4 income streams. I want you to look at it. I'm going to give you an example real quick here. I want to give you guys a relatable example that you might be able to wrap your head around because I know digital world is hard. My cell phone. I purchased my cell phone from Verizon, but Verizon didn't make this cell phone. Okay. Apple made the cell phone, but Verizon is now a $1 billion company off of somebody else's products, right? And here's the thing. I can sell this to Amy And then Amy can turn it back to me in a year or two because she wants another phone, and I can continue to resell this phone over and over again. You guys, it's literally business 101, right? And so that's what you guys get the ability to do. You guys literally get the ability to get the resale rights on proven products and be able to make 100% profit. Now, one of the questions was like, well, how does the company make money? Because they create your website for you. So all you pay for the website is a one-time $29 website fee, not a monthly. There's no monthly expenses here, okay? So these are the 4 proven programs that you get to promote. Now, here's what you're going to learn inside the Legacy Builder program. You're going to learn how to go launch to profit in 7 days. You're going to learn how to automate your online business with that freedom machine, right? That's your freedom. You're going to learn how to make passive daily income. You're going to learn how to make a reoccurring income. You have reoccurring bills. Why not learn to make a reoccurring income? And we're going to show you how to make that through your email list. And you're going to learn how to even create your own community product program, right? Because no matter what you are selling, you guys, if you do not know how to market, you're never making money. I know some really great coaches out there, but they are failing miserably because they don't know how to market. That's why they love this program, because not only can they learn how to market their own product, they also can learn how to have additional income streams as well. You are going to learn how to build a legacy and make 6 and even 7 figures online through the Legacy Builder program. Now, when you get started today, and matter of fact, you should have received an email by now from the person that invited you. All you got to do is scroll down to the bottom of that email. There's a PS, and you can click there and get started. If you do that, come back in here and let us know that you got started. We want to be the first to welcome you. Okay, so let us know in the comments when you get started. But you're going to get additional bonuses. So you get access to our digital growth community. You're going to get Canva crash course. You guys are going to be able to learn how to create all your content inside of Canva. We walk you through that. You're going to get access to my blueprint of how I made $1 million in 17 months, literally traveling the world with my family and having more time with my family than I ever have in their entire life as a mom. And that's been the dream come true. And you're going to learn exactly the methods I've learned to do that. You're going to get a 30-day market growth strategy plan. You guys, this is your secret sauce right here. You're going to learn to go from brand new on social media to literally what you need to do every day for 30 days to grow a business, right? You're going to learn how to grow your following, grow your email list, and grow your bank account with that 30-day market strategy. You're going to learn how to start your own business with master resale rights. There's thousands of those products out there. You're going to learn how to do it the right way that actually makes you money. You're going to get 200 digital product ideas. Maybe you're on here and you're like, man, I really want to learn marketing skills, but I also want to learn how to create my own product. So you're going to get that as well. And then you're also going to learn how to have the right message, the mindset, and the marketing to your first million. And you're also going to learn how to build your invisible empire training. I literally show you how to make 100K your first year on building an invisible empire. So you get all of that and 4 income streams, you guys, only for $900 is it. Every single one of you are holding a cell phone that costs more than that. And this is usually when people pop off and say, well, my cell phone had payments. Well, guess what? So do we. All you got to do is go to the website, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see payment plans on it. And so you literally get $1,900 worth of products for only $900. Now, if that's not in your budget or in your goals and dreams, that's okay. We also have our digital mastery program that's only $600. And with that, you get 3 income streams. And then we have our passive daily pay blueprint for $300. And with that, you get 2 income streams. And we have our launchpad that you can launch your business with the Launchpad. And with that, you get one income stream. So that's the 4 different programs, right? So real quick, before I open up for questions, I'm going to ask you a few things real quick. And that is, if you have a question for me, please respect that. I love to answer your question, but show your video, okay? Because I want to see your face. I want to look at you in the face when I answer your question. So what I want to do real quick is I want to take it back to South Africa, and I want to have Dee come on and share her story with us real quick, and then we're going to open up for questions. So if you have a question, go down to the reaction bar on Zoom, and you can raise your hand. So Dee, are you there, my friend?
I'm here. How are you?
Hello.
Thank you for having me. So everyone, welcome to our webinar. So proud of you all for taking the step to hear this presentation. So my name is Dee. I am 29 years old. I'm in Johannesburg, South Africa. And as I shared before, I used to be so overworked and underpaid. I had to start working as soon as I left school because my mother was sick all her life, which means she was sick all my life. Most of my life was spent in a hospital with her, visiting her, seeing her, being there with her. My mother had cancer her entire life, and she went to school. She got a degree. She was a chartered accountant, but unfortunately, no company wants to keep you employed when you cannot work because you are so sick. So not only does cancer ruin you physically, but it ruins your family financially, emotionally, spiritually, and you can just imagine what that did to us as a family. And I'm saying all of this to say that 29 years ago, there weren't any work from home opportunities, right? There weren't any opportunities for you to work from home. So if my mother had the opportunity to do this, she would have done this, but she couldn't. So this is what brought us into debt as a family because we had all of these hospital bills and we needed to feed ourselves. Obviously, my mother and my father had to feed their family. So my father had to work 2 to 3 jobs at a time. If anybody here has worked 2 to 3 jobs at a time, put a 1 in the comments because I inherited that from him. So as soon as I could work, I had to work 2 to 3 jobs at a time. And I literally spent all of my 20s working for other people in other people's companies. And who does that? Who pays for that? Because it's not the company, because the company can afford to pay you for overtime. You pay for that physically, mentally, emotionally. Your family pays for that because they lose time with you and it affects your family. You know this, and you want more time with your family. So one day last year, while working at my 9 to 5 job and teaching English online so that I can get by, I was literally in between. You guys, I had to choose between pursuing my studies and having a roof over my head. So at 28 years old, I could not afford my own rent and to study. Okay. So I literally had to go back home and study and live at home so I could save on rent and pay for my education. I don't know if anybody has had to get financial assistance from their family as an adult. It feels demoralizing, it feels humiliating, it's so depressing. It feels like you are taking steps back instead of taking steps forward. And that's exactly where I was. So I came across Cecilia's video on TikTok and she was speaking about digital marketing and she spoke about a 2-hour workday where Michelle O'Neill takes you through step by step how to earn in US dollars. And I said to myself, I want to do this because right now, the US dollar is 18 times stronger than South African rand. So to be able to make money 18 times stronger than our local currency, you guys. I said I'm going to do this process. I saved for it, I bought my program, and I started. Within 2 months, I was able to, I was able to pay for my tuition in full. So I paid the school debt off, the college debt, I paid that off, and I paid for tuition for the next 2 years in full. Within 7 months, within 5 months, no, 3 months, I fired my boss. 7 months later, I'm in my own home as a 29-year-old for the first time. When my mother was 29 years old, she had her own home. She had 2 cars, her and my father had their own cars, they had a family. I'm now starting from scratch, and I'm so proud of myself to have been in this process. I'm coachable. I follow exactly what Michelle tells us to do. I built my social media from 0 followers. I've turned my audience into paying customers, following exactly what Michelle has told us to do. And I'm so proud of the fact that now I myself have 4 to 5 customers who have made 6 figures here in South Africa in the last 3 to 4 months. I'm so proud of the impact that my content has had on those families who are now earning passive daily pay because of Michelle's programs, because of this community. And I'm finally at a point now, you guys, where I can support myself, I can support my family, I can start having investments as well, and I can sleep at night knowing that money is no longer a problem for me and my family. And this is what we wanted to share with all of you. And I'm so thankful to be in the most supportive and wonderful community that have embraced me as I am, that have shown me how to make passive daily pay on a daily basis Thank you, Michelle. I run my entire business with my cell phone. So I'm so grateful to you and this community. And I want to encourage all of you here, listen to what we have said, because your family is who pays for the time that you're spending on somebody else's vision, working at somebody else's company. Your family pays the price. And you pay the price with your mental and your physical health. So choose yourself today, choose your family today. Get in on this business. Michelle will take you through step by step, and you too will see financial success. So thank you so much for hearing my story. I truly do appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Oh, thank you for sharing. And I just love seeing how this has just completely turned your life around. I'm so proud of you, my friend.
Completely. Thank you so much.
Love it. This is why we do what we do, you guys right there. So yay, thank you for sharing. Okay, Amy, are you ready? Let's do some Q&A real quick here.
All right. So let's go with Viola. Oh, shoot. It bounced on me.
Oh, I see
Viola.
her. Okay, I see Viola. You can,
Yes.
there you are.
I think I got it. Hi. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Hi. I have a very quick question because I love the program, but I wanted to ask if I would like to attend live the trainings. What time are they in the US time?
Okay,
Because I'm in Europe. I'm in
okay,
Europe, so
yeah,
I'm like,
are you already inside the community? Okay.
no.
I was gonna say, if you are, I'll give you an easy one to check out. So on Mondays, they are 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mondays. 7 p.m. Central Standard on Tuesdays, they alternate weeks. Some weeks they're at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and some weeks they're at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we try to accommodate as many time zones as we can. And then the tech Zooms, I don't know what times they are, to be honest with you. They're on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think one's at 10 a.m. and one's at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then we have our Friday at 1 p.m. or sorry, Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we
That's
try to
very
accommodate
good.
as many time zones
Yeah.
as we can. Yeah.
That's excellent. Yes, that
Yes.
would work. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Uh-huh.
All right. We've got Elvie.
Okay.
There you go.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
Yeah. I just started yesterday. I finished paying my. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, this is for guests. So if you can ask your question inside the community would be awesome. We want to kind of leave this for guests that are learning about this. You can get your question answered inside the community, okay? Thank you.
All right. We've got Elvis.
Let's respect the guests on you guys that are just learning about this, for the questions for them. If you guys have a question in the community, just go in the community right now. And I can promise you, you ask your question and probably 5 people immediately are going to respond to you and help you. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, good day. I'm sorry. I just got the package at the beginning of this month, but to be honest, I haven't really had the time to really dig into it because being a bit up and down with some health issues and trying to recuperate now. My first question is, I would like to know how to really set up my website and get it up. And the next,
Okay, all of that is literally, you are literally covering the training. It's like, let me tell you, you are making this so hard. My friend, it's not that hard. What you need to do is just go back to your training and literally go to start here. We literally walk you through it in short videos. Watch the video, implement, watch the video and implement. You trying to ask questions, you're just going to confuse yourself more. It's literally laid out. Literally, it's like paint by numbers. Right. So I would just go back, because probably what you did is you bought, life got in the way, which is normal, right? And it's okay. But you're trying to get your questions answered. Just follow the process. And then if you have a question, you can actually jump on a tech Zoom, because then that way you're familiar with it and they can assist you. And then there's also tech support, 24/7 tech support inside the community as well. So yeah.
All right. We've got, is it Ayurka, maybe?
So again, you guys, if you are a guest, you can ask your question. If you're already purchased and in the community, please respect our guests on here and you go inside the community and get your question answered. We actually did a training yesterday where you guys could have got on and got all your questions answered. So
Just got to hit that unmute, babe, that microphone looking thingy.
And Mark, if you have a question, you're going to need to show your computer screen. Mark, if you want to ask your question, please. Yay, I just purchased a Legacy Builder program. Latrina, welcome. So glad you're with us.
Do you see it, Ayurka? It should have popped up and said, ask you to unmute. There you go.
Okay. Hi everyone. I am so sorry, but I haven't been able to get through. I'm lost, and I don't know where to go. I'm totally lost. The person I purchased from does not have.
She's in the community, Michelle.
Okay, all you got to do is just go back to your email. You guys make this so hard. Just go back to your email and then and go inside your program and start following your program. And once you're inside the program, I mean, you have to be inside the community because how did you get on here, right? And so just go inside the program and literally follow it and see what I mean, you guys. This is a difference of coachable and not coachable, right? Because I've literally said, if you're a guest and you have a question, I would love to answer questions. If you've already inside the community, go inside the community right now and ask your question. You will get 5 to 10 people to love on you. And what's bizarre is you weren't on yesterday's call, right? We just did a training yesterday, and that, you know, that's why we do these calls to definitely help you. So, but just go back inside the community, and you can personally message me inside the community, and I will direct you in the right directions. Okay. Just go inside the community and personally message me, and I will direct you in the right direction. Okay, let's get you going, but I want to really help the guests here right now. Okay.
Okay, Mark.
Yes, good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, just quickly, I think I just need clarity in something. So after making that payment of US $29, for me to get, let's say for someone to get this $100 per day program, or what's the cost for that, and what's the cost for the $300 program?
There's not a $200 program. So what are you meaning?
I'd have to.
Oh, you're cutting out, Mark.
Yeah.
You kind of botched up there, Michelle. I haven't told you. Yes, listen. Yes. Good. You want me to repeat?
Yeah,
Yes.
You're cutting out. I'm hearing like every third word.
Okay. Okay, good. So this is it. After making the payment, that one-time payment of US $29, is there another payment to get this $100 per day program and the $300 per day program? What are the costs for both of them? Is there an additional cost for both of them?
Okay, so you have you purchase the program, right? Either $100, $300, $600, or $900. So you purchase that, and then you have a one-time $29 website fee. And then after that, your only other expenses would be you need to get a domain, which your domain is we recommend GoDaddy, and right now GoDaddy has a special on domains for like $3.99. And then you want to get your professional email. It's like $20 a year. And then that's it. After that, Mark, there's no monthly expenses.
Okay. Okay. So to gain like the $100 per day program, you're actually paying 100 US.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. And the same is it, and the price for the 300 would be 300 US if you want that.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry about that. I couldn't, you were cutting out a little bit. I couldn't get all of that, but yeah.
Okay, Peter.
Somebody's asking about GoDaddy and professional. That's part of your training. That's inside your training. Yes.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
Just quickly, how successful are you in terms of the disparity between those that do TikTok and other face or faceless advertising online? What's the comparison between the ones that do it and the ones that don't? Does it almost guarantee?
I've never asked because, you know, that's kind of micromanaging, and everybody has their own business and everybody has their own circumstances and situations. So I kind of look at that as like, if I'm going to go to the gym, I'm not going to go around and ask everybody, you know, are you successful or not, right? Because it's not based on the gym, it's based on people's results. All I can tell you is I have a lot of people that do the faceless because they don't have another choice, because like their jobs don't even let them. And I have a gal that makes $250,000 a year as a health administrator at a job. And she had a 3-year plan to replace her income. And she messaged me the other day, and she's doing all faceless, by the way. And she messaged me the other day. She goes, I think I'm going to be able to move it to 2-year because of the faceless. She has all of her dogs. She uses all of her dogs in her videos. And so, yeah, people do have success, right? We actually, in the faceless training, we actually give you examples that you can see, like very successful accounts that are making like 6 figures a month. We actually show you that. But here's the interesting part, Peter, and this is why this is a hard one to answer, because we have so many people inside our community that start with faceless, but then once they start making money, they get the courage and the confidence that they want to talk on video. So that's why it's so hard, because everybody goes back and forth. Like I said, I would never go live. I said, I will never go live on social media. And now I love to go live. So who you are when you start and who you become is really 2 different things. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, she will share her story someday when she actually can. She just can't right now because her job won't even allow her. And I can't wait for her to share her story. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have Latrina.
Great. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You doing, Michelle?
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. I just purchased the Legacy Builder, and I'm so excited to start.
Awesome.
Yes. My question is, with the domain, do I purchase that immediately, or do
Good question. So like you just started, right?
I just purchased it as we're on this webinar?
Okay, so let me walk you through that. That's cool. So once you purchased, did you get your $29? Did you pay that $29?
I did.
Okay, and then did it populate a password for you?
If it did, I didn't see it.
Okay, you'll probably get an email with all that information. If you don't see it, check your spam, right? But you'll get it. It went to the email you used to pay that. And then you will immediately be taking inside the program. And then once you're in the program, just go to where it says start here. And then it's also going to allow you to get access to the community. Okay. And that's kind of that we're talking about. We're telling the community members to go get their questions answered there so we can help them. Because there's 24/7 support inside the community, by the way. And so and the reason why we did 24/7 support is because we're an international business, right? So we want to make sure every country is accommodated. And then you're going to kind of go through understanding how to navigate through the program. And then your very next step is going to be getting access to your free system and your website. And that's when we help you with the domain. But let me give you a hot tip on the domain, okay? Because like what social media platform are you going to use to market?
I think I'm going to start off with TikTok because that's where I'm at a lot. I actually have Facebook and Instagram as well, but I think TikTok is where I'm going to start.
Okay, so the reason why I'm saying that is because when you start with TikTok, sometimes you can't have a clickable link immediately. Still put your link in the profile, but the reason I'm sharing that with you is because when you purchase a domain, have it be something easy to say, easy to spell, and easy to remember. Right? Because people are going to have to see your link and then have to go type it in. Your name is easy, right? Like I would use your name because that's easy to remember and like have something catchy with your name is my opinion, but yeah.
And one other question, you mentioned professional email. Is that just something that I will come up with myself, like a business email account or?
Yeah, well, what's nice is in GoDaddy, when you purchase your domain, you can actually purchase your professional email through them as well.
Okay, so I can purchase them both with GoDaddy.
Yeah, one stop. It makes it easier. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good question. I love the fact that I could explain that. So awesome. So Stephanie and Nicholas, if you want to share your video, I would love to answer your questions. And real quick, while they're seeing if they want to do that, somebody asked, what's the difference of the two? Okay, so let me just kind of break that down for you, and then I'll have you go next, Nicholas. So the $100 launch pad, you guys, it's literally launch to profit, right? You're going to learn how to have an automated business and you're going to learn how to launch your business. $100, right? You also get all those bonuses as well. But the goal with the Launchpad is to not keep you there. Like the goal with the Launchpad is if you have a budget and that's all you can afford, but to literally learn how to get your business in profit mode, get a few more customers so you can upgrade. That's the goal with the Launchpad. And so that's $100. So the $300 passive daily paid blueprint, inside of that gives you a 300 a day blueprint, which is 300 a day, which is 109,000 a year is what you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to go to launch to profit in 7 days. You're going to learn how to automate your business. Now, our $600 digital mastery is exactly that. You're going to start mastering digital marketing skills, and you're going to go launch to profit in 7 days. You're going to get the 600 daily paid blueprint, which is 219,000 a year. And you're also going to start learning how to create reoccurring income stream. You have reoccurring bills. Why not reoccurring income stream? So that's the digital mastery. Now, the Legacy Builder has all of that, plus the 900 daily paid blueprint, which is 328,000 a year. Plus it shows you how to even create your own product, your own service, your own program, shows you how to market it, and also shows you how to build a 6- and 7-figure brand. So you get all of that for $900. So that's really the difference of the product. No, Christopher, GoDaddy does not charge monthly for the website hosting fee. No. No, it's just yearly on that. So it's $3.99 your first year for your website, and then $11.99 a year after that. And you don't pay that for 12 months. So, okay, I'm sorry.
All right, Nicholas.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
So I just want to know, like, is this a program that you started from scratch, and how long did it take to develop?
That's a really good question. So yes, it was started from scratch, but it was from 19 months of work.
Yeah.
So it was 19 months in the making. And I literally, from the moment I launched my business on September 10th of 2022, I've literally kept every single email I've ever received from a potential customer. And Nicholas, I've kept every single email I've ever received from one of my customers. And in November of 2022 is when I launched the community. So our community's actually been around since November of 2022. I started doing mentoring calls for my community in November of 2022. And I had a goal of growing the community to 1,000 in 2023. We ended up hitting 1,000 members May 22nd of 2023, and now we're at 17,700. So I literally I teach you what I did to go from stress and overwhelm, making no money online, no TikTok account, to building that to my first million in 17 months. And the second million's coming in a lot quicker. And so we teach you how to do that. I now have 14 income streams. Right? I teach you how to get how I was able to get monetized on TikTok, how I was able to get monetized on YouTube. All of my money's made in my email list. I teach you all of that. So I've just been on this journey for 20 months, and I literally teach it to you guys. Something that we do that's very unique, and this wise, when we launched this program, I knew we would disrupt the digital marketing world because we teach it live and interactive. And what I do, Nicholas, is when you are on one of my live Legacy Builder calls, I do like 15 to 20 minutes of training, and then I put you in breakout rooms where you're in breakout rooms like 4 to 7 other people. And that's where you have your breakthroughs, right? See, you guys we all have blind spots, and we don't know what our blind spots are until we're in a small group of people and we have what's called an aha moment. And so many people have got inside these breakout rooms, and because I give them a strategy to implement, and they have a breakthrough in the breakout rooms, and the amount of people that execute the moment after they get out of a breakout room is just absolutely amazing. So that's what really makes it unique. Just since we've launched, I think 4 or 5 people have hit 6 figures. So,
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Stephanie. This will be our last one, Michelle.
Hi, good evening, Michelle. Thank you so much for hosting us and for obviously creating the products. We do appreciate it. As someone who is already interested in the $900 product, someone who is interested in selling it, I would like to know what are the key differences between the $900 and the $600 package or program that you are selling?
Okay, I mean, I kind of just shared that. I don't know if you just heard me. I literally just shared that. Yeah, I'll kind of break it down again. I'll briefly go over it again. So the big difference is the fact that with the Legacy Builder program, it literally shows you how to leave a legacy for your family and make 6 to 7 figures. You're going to learn how to get to multiple income streams. You're going to immediately get 4 income streams immediately. You know you're going to make more money off of 4 than you would 3, 2, or 1, right? But that was the one you're going to learn how to even create your own program, course, or community. But here's the thing, Stephanie, this is where a lot of people get a hiccup because they're like, well, I never want to do that. But what if your customers do? And if you're not promoting a product that offers that, you're going to lose buyers to the people that do, right? And so that's what I love about the Legacy Builder, because no matter what somebody's goal is, if they want to build a successful online business, it equips them with what they need. If they want to just get the resale rights and promote 4 products, they got that, right? If they want to learn how to build a reoccurring income, they have that. That's something everybody should learn, because that takes the pressure off, right? Of just knowing you make more money on a reoccurring basis and you do your bills. Everybody should learn that. That is actually in both of the programs, by the way. So this is where I'm going to break the difference. So you in the digital mastery program, you learn how to make 600 a day, which is 219,000 a year, which is amazing, right? And you also learn how to make that the reoccurring income. So where they separate is we take a deeper dive in the Legacy Builder, because you're going to learn how to create other products or programs or services if you want. And the Legacy Builder is the one that we do the live and interactive training. And that's done every Tuesday, where we do the breakout rooms. Now, every once in a while, I will, with the launch pad and the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint and the Digital Mastery, I will do one with them every once in a while as well, because I want them to see how awesome it is. But yeah, that's really the difference, is the income streams and just that whole nother category of you learning how to create your own product, service, or program. Does that make sense?
Can I just ask this? So your main selling point for me who wants to sell the program is that they're going to get weekly masterminds basically with you.
Yes, absolutely.
Is it lifetime masterminds or just a certain?
It's a new topic every
lifetime?
week too. See, and that's one thing that's so important, because, you know, if you get a course, what if something changes in social media world in 2 days? That course is outdated. So because I'm in the field, like, I still promote, my income is these 4 products. I still promote them. And every day, like, that's what I do. Like, my income earning activities are done just for this. And I will always be in the field. And because of that, I know what's working. I know what's not working. And that's what I teach inside the community. So it's always innovative. It's always what's working right now. And we test it. And then, so you're also trained by the other 6-figure income earners inside the community as well. So it's amazing what, people get access to. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle.
And you're so beautiful. I don't know why you were hiding your screen. Thanks for asking, my friend.
All right, we're good, Michelle.
Awesome. All right. So somebody said GoDaddy is $11.99 a year. First year depends on domain name. I guess never saw any domain for. Yeah, it's right there. All you gotta do is just go to GoDaddy. I just helped a gal yesterday actually get her domain from GoDaddy, and it was $3.99. Yep. So just gotta. I don't know if it was a coupon we found or what, but yeah, we found it. So thanks everybody for joining us. Just all you got to do is get back with the person that shared this with you. And again, if you are inside the community and you have a question, I'm going to be going into the community right now. So go in there. Let's get your questions answered. Let's get you launching your business. So thanks everybody for joining us. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Welcome everybody. Bye.